YouTube, how's it going? So, following on the League of Legends series, if you like, that I seem to be doing of recent, here is another quick little video. This one, however, it's not Kindred this time. I'm going back to my roots and playing Ashe. Obviously, ADC bottom lane. This is one of the best games that I have had in League of Legends ever. Sorry, at the beginning there, someone was ringing me on Skype, which is why I hid in the bush and why it seemed to jump in and out. However, in this game, I do really well for someone at my level, or so I think, someone at my level. However, there is first blood for the opposing team pretty much straight into the game. I mean, we're not even, minions haven't even spawned. I'm pretty sure they get 2 kills before the minions have even spawned. So, obviously there was MF there real quick, just popped on the screen. I'm just ranging up my W and, well, my volley there and just seeing what I can do. Now, also, as you can probably see as well, for those of you that watch a lot of my other videos as well as this one, my overlay essentially has changed a bit. Obviously I've got the box now between the map on the right hand side. I've got obviously essentially the other ways that you can find me on the internet on the left there, and again the little watermark at the top left of the outline of the fox's head. Now straight away in the game, obviously MF does challenge quite early, and I do manage to take off quite a lot of her health. I think I do pretty much get a kill on her pretty much straight away. This game essentially does last. I mean, she's not an expert. I'm not an experienced player, but she definitely is. And I mean, based on the way that she's attacking at the moment, I can tell that she's just essentially not exactly the most experienced player. Not that I am anyone to judge. This game, I think it is obviously, as you can guess, just like the majority of the other games that I post up, this is sped up. And I think this game originally was about an hour or so. There's a point in the game where Master Yi, I think it's called Master Yi, gets really OP and just manages to, I think all my deaths are falling to Master Yi a little bit later on in game, when he manages to obviously get level 18 and do some real damage. At the bottom, however, the bottom lane here, I'm with, see that MF straight away, well not straight away, but I mean quite early in the game. As you can see, I'm down the bottom with Twisted Fate, who was actually, it was quite a good combo actually, worked quite well. But just like most and all League of Legends games, the mid lane fell through quite easily, as did top, and everyone just decided to go mid slash top to just obviously get around at their base, obviously end the game, which took a bit longer, hence obviously the length of the game. Obviously based on this start straight away, you would think that we didn't win. We did win quite well actually, and we did, well, pretty much everyone in the game was level 18 by the time it came around to an actual win. I can't remember my exact score. I did get quite a few deaths, unfortunately, due to Master Yi, whatever he's called, being a bit OP near the end. But my kills definitely outweighed it, especially playing this role, playing Ashe bot and AD carry. I hate it when people hide in the bushes like that. The kills do have to outweigh the deaths, even definitely. Now, one of the main problems, which I'm pretty sure I hope everyone will encounter when playing AD carry, or at least Ashe hopefully, is that she does run out of mana extremely quick, which is a bit of an issue, especially considering that her most powerful moves, obviously, well, just like all champions, the volley, her Q, which I can't remember the name of, all use quite a few mana. Well, I think they use about 50 mana each, and obviously her ulti uses about 100, so there's 200 if you use all 3. I don't really use her E that often to know how much mana that takes, or even know what that does essentially. And I know it gives us sight as far as the arrow goes, which is okay, but I mean I don't really use it. I very rarely use it, if level, or ever. I mean I think I do use it in this game once, and that's because I accidentally clicked on it instead of clicking something else. But I mean, right there you can see that I've learned quite a bit. I mean, normally I would have chased MF straight off the map into the tower. If the tower wouldn't have killed me, Master Yi would have killed me on the way back up. That would have been even if I got a kill on MF. So I like to see myself as learning quite a bit in this game. Especially since I have been playing it for quite a while now. I think I'm about level 13, nowhere near as good as anyone else however, but at least it shows that I'm showing progress. instead of obviously just not. So it is a good thing to see. Now when I do play the majority of the games and I'm obviously streaming or whatnot, it is because I'm playing with like colleagues from work and things. They are all level 30, so by the rule of averages we do get into matches with people who are considerably better than me, and I do have a bit of a struggle playing against them. But as you can see, playing with people of my level here, I'm not playing with anyone that I knew previously before this match. Everyone in this game was just a solo queue, so playing with people on my level, I can do it, and I can do it well. Obviously, based on the experience I've had playing with people that are essentially 15 levels higher than me. So I know I'm not saying I've got an advantage on these people at all, but I know a couple of things, which obviously all these level 30s, these guys, diamond guys, crack guys, have shown me. I'm not saying that they always all play off, but they do work sometimes. Obviously, there's another kill on MF there. And obviously I could have chased Master Yi for another kill, and again, obviously if the tower didn't get me, I would have been extremely weak and the minions would have got me on the way back out, which is unfortunately a bit of a shit. Again, same thing happens there. I could have chased, but the tower would have, I may have got the kill, but the tower would have killed me either just before or just after, so it's not worth the trade-off, especially considering that he's quite an aggressive player anyway, and essentially came for us, even though he had very little health to do that. So the main part that I see of playing Ashe bottom lane is just to farm as much as you can. Obviously it goes with all champions, but with Ashe it gives you the ability to obviously rank up, which is always a good thing. Get out of the way of MF's ulti. It gives you the ability to rank up, but also gives you the ability to obviously get more gold, to purchase more items to help you obviously become more powerful. I think MF does kill me here just before I get to the tower, which I was really devastated about, unfortunately. However, a death's a death at the end of the day. It can't be helped. Well, it probably could have been helped. There was a couple of things I probably could have done there to avoid it. For example, I could have run back to our tower instead of running all the way through jungle to mid. I could have obviously run through jungle and moved back around into bottom. But unfortunately, didn't think of that at the time. Again, like I said, being as inexperienced as me, I don't think of these things until it's too late and I'm reviewing the footage, much like I'm doing now. The reason essentially I am doing essentially a voiceover after the game's been played is because... Did I fire that arrow there? Or was I... No, I didn't. The reason I'm doing this afterwards is because I'm having a bit of trouble with my audio at the moment when I'm in-game. Obviously as you can tell by a couple of the live videos, if you like, the live commentaries, I'm having issues where the game sound is considerably louder than essentially the voiceover, and that's causing a bit of issues obviously with you not being able to hear me in the videos, especially when the characters do their dialect. Now, again, could have chased Master Yi there, but didn't see it as being worth it. He is quite low health, but essentially it's probably going to be best for us to take down the tower at this point and obviously make bottom clear. I mean, if he does come in for the challenge, I'm full health, we can take him, or I can take him. Unfortunately, he did decide that he was going to RTB at that point, to which point I went through the jungle and unfortunately got chased down by MF, who I did essentially fool out there, in terms of obviously she was expecting me to come back out, hence she put down that slow. What I was doing was waiting for my ulti to come out, which happened there, which means that I can pretty much take her out straight away, and I do have a huge advantage on this, as you can see here. But unfortunately, Master Yi decides to obviously show his face again, and obviously he's getting a bit more powerful now, so he is doing a bit more damage to me. However, it's still not at this point where he's at his strongest. Obviously, like later on in the game, he just takes people out in like a couple of swoops of that blade, which is unreal. But again, obviously, Twisted Fate there, I can see he dropped in behind the tower on their side of bot there, which unfortunately wasn't the best idea. He did get chased out, I believe. And obviously that's now led, I think it's Master Yi behind me. But I still decided obviously to take out a couple of more creeps there, a couple more minions before I decided to obviously go around and attack him. However, what I needed to do was go back because I didn't have enough mana for a challenge. And obviously I did accumulate enough gold to make a purchase to obviously make the character a bit stronger again. So it was in my best interest to go back I don't think, I can't remember, but I don't think Twisted Fate did die due to this. So, oh no, wait, oh no, yep, he didn't. So I thought this was going to be the best thing to do, especially now I'm at the right side of our tower, which is obviously would have got attacked at this point. I'm full health, full mana. I can obviously take on and challenge the opposing team with a bit more, essentially a bit, well, being a bit more successful, of course. MF has this horrible thing of hiding in the bushes, which is horrible, but again, see how well that ulti and volley work, and then obviously the Q as well, flashed forward to get the kill. It was a waste of a flash, essentially, but it did mean that our team could get the kill, but it does mean I'm down a flash, and I am down an ulti for about a minute and 10 seconds. So what I normally do between ultis, unless like that where they're extremely weak, is I would just farm, obviously not use volley or use my Q or anything, just farm with the normal auto attack, because it means that my mana can obviously regain, and obviously the seconds countdown for my ulti to come back in, which obviously, as you can see, the ulti, the volley and the Q is an extremely powerful combination. I did notice when I did volley that the chasing champion there, whose name, again, gotta remember guys, I'm new to this game so I can't remember the names of all the champions, but I do remember that chasing that's my squeaky chair, I do remember chasing, when the champion was chasing us there, the volley behind took off quite a bit of damage, so I thought it was going to be good. Well, I thought that we would have an advantage against that, but again, needed to go, well, my partner on bot there, Twisted Fate, needed to go home to get some mana. I needed mana, and obviously why not pop home, buy some more items to make the hunt a bit more successful on the bottom lane there. Now we are winning by quite a bit in terms of obviously kills and towers down at this point. I mean, if you have a quick look at top lane there, they are pretty much all the way through as far as we are. They just need to take down one more tower and they're going to be pretty much in the base, and I do think it is top lane that does breach into their base first, so that's always a good thing. We do pretty much take all of the guys out on their team quite fast moving forward in the entire game there. Sorry, just while I'm moving my mic across my desk, which is going to make a horrible noise, but sorry about that. But yeah, again, instead of obviously rushing in and just trying to take out the towers, I thought it was going to be best for us to just farm a bit, let them come to us. They are, well, Master Yi especially, as well as MF, are in this match in particular, are quite aggressive characters. They are coming into us and essentially taking us out. So yeah, essentially what happened there real quick was I received a telephone call right in the middle of obviously recording, so I stopped recording, had to do it in 2 parts. This is the second part of the voiceover recording. So what I was saying before, obviously, about Master Yi coming in quite strong and obviously being really aggressive in this game, is pretty much how he played it throughout. He was coming in quite strong. He was obviously attacking us with a lot of what's the word? What is the word? See there, I mean, for example, the ulti volley Q with, I don't know why they were attacking me there as well, but the ulti volley and Q with Ashe against MF just takes her out. But yeah, the word I was looking for obviously, Master Yi comes in with quite a lot of confidence. He knows he can take us out, and he knows that he can do this quite well. I think this mic's on a different setting. Let me just check. No, it's on the right setting. Just at in my ears, it's coming through as if it's on stereo, like from right and left. But it shouldn't be. It should be on obviously. I don't even know what the word is that Blue uses. So the microphone I use here to do these voiceovers and to talk on Skype. I have an Astro A40 headset which I've used for obviously my Xbox, and I just plug that in for the audio side of things from the PC. But unfortunately, due to me not being able to either A, understand, or B, find the correct equipment, I use essentially not the mic that comes with the I can't believe I missed that ulti there. That would have taken her out so nicely, and she just disappears at this point as well. It's really weird. But yeah, so I can't use the mic that comes with the Astro headset because it doesn't quite, well, I can't get it to work, or I don't know how to get it the wire. Obviously it's one cable, and obviously a PC has a mic in and a headphone out, not one like a laptop does or a phone does, or obviously the Xbox does. So the microphone I'm using right now is a Blue Yeti Pro, which is really, really sensitive. It can pick up so much. Like the other mic I used before I used this Blue Yeti, I used like just like an eBay condenser mic essentially, which was just a microphone off eBay, which just I had on a boom stand, but it didn't really work too well, so I had to pretty much have my like face right into it like this, which isn't good for anyone. And obviously it was just it didn't pick anything up. Now this Blue Yeti Pro will pick up like the cat meowing in the other room, even when it's on its like least sensitive setting. So it is something I still need to tweak, which again is why I'm doing these voiceovers separately as opposed to in game like I used to, because obviously I need to get the levels right, and I can't find the match that I need for the microphone for you guys to hear me through the microphone, and obviously for you guys to hear the gameplay as well. So it is something I'm going to have to work on, but I thought I'm not going to stop posting out videos while I'm doing this. I might as well obviously continue with the videos and just go along as I can, and obviously it's a bit of a learning curve, but it's one that I think I've sorted out literally about 10-15 minutes ago. Obviously with this being in 2 parts, I did go off with my friend who's extremely good at LoL to have a quick game, and I did record the game. I think I've managed to obviously capture our Skype call, as I'm so glad I got out of the way of MF Salty there, because that would have just taken me off. So yeah, I think I managed to obviously record the Skype call and the game volume at the game sound at the perfect volume to hear my microphone over the top, and obviously have them both balanced quite well, which using OBS, which is what I use to that's a computer spooling up again in the background, so no doubt the mic will pick that up. What I use is obviously OBS to do my streaming and do my recording, just because it means I can put the overlay that you can see here on the screen at the minute, means I can put that in while recording, and it cuts down render time in Vegas, which is what I obviously edit and do the voiceover in. It'll cut the rendering time in that down by quite a bit, because I mean at the minute for about a 30-minute video it takes me about 45 minutes or so to render, and it's just something I can't be bothered to wait around for. I mean, it is considerably better than my old PC. My old PC for about a 10-minute video could take anywhere in the region, like the 10-minute like Call of Duty videos I first used to put up, it would take anywhere in the region of an hour and a half to 2, 3, even sometimes 4 hours. And then back in the day, back in like 2010, I do remember it used to take me about 6 hours. I used to leave it overnight to render for videos that were like 10 minutes long. That was using obviously the Dazzle capture card and whatnot, so that is back in the day. Now I think at this point, I think I do give MF a challenge here. She is chasing me down. I think I do turn around and ult her. Oh no, yeah, I remember this. Now what I do is I go hide in the bush. I think she's missed me, but she does pretty much come straight for me. She does turn around at the end, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for it, and I managed to obviously get the kill and almost another kill there at the same time. So it's pretty good that I actually turned around and decided to challenge her. And then obviously from here we go for Baron. However, I'm pretty sure at this point they're going to know exactly where we all are, but I think we just still go for Baron anyway. So yeah, I'm typing there pretty much move, they know we're all here, but they want to go for Baron, so we go back, get Baron. Don't know why the enemy didn't come first, they knew exactly where we were, but that just shows poor communication on their part. So I just go back to mid lane again and just start doing what I seem to do best in this game, which is just farming, get my XP up, obviously get some gold up so I can go buy some more items again. I think at this, I think later on in the game I managed to get Ashe up to about 357 AD. It's pretty much 2 shots per minion, and they're just gone. It's unreal the amount of damage that can be done. Now again, obviously this is when we go for Baron. I think this might be either the first or the second time in this match that we go for him, but we do go about 2 or 3 times for Baron, so it's pretty good that we managed to obviously get that buff a couple of times throughout the game, which did help quite a lot. I mean, I am pretty much now low on health due to that, but it is a good sacrifice. I mean, yep, I didn't die, which is good, but still had to go back to get some more health and obviously boost up the mana, make some purchases, buy some items, take out some of that ward there. And again, MF take her out again, and this other character here. Now pushing mid seems to be essentially what happens from here onwards for everyone on the team. We all just seem to be going straight forward for mid and just pushing all the way through up into their enemy base, even though top and bottom lanes both have no towers in the way apart from the towers in their base. It seems to be mid that's getting the attention here, even though there is one more tower before we get to their base towers. Unfortunately, I did die again, and I do understand that this was a stupid reason why I died. I think I did try to chase on Master Yi, and I think it's from this point onwards in the game that he does become extremely powerful and really sort of OP almost, to the point where if you essentially any challenge with, against, or oncoming from Master Yi is going to be a death pretty much straight away. It is quite annoying, but I mean it's still. It doesn't stop me from going positive. I think this ulti just misses MF. I mean, if she just stayed alive a little bit longer and ran that direction, that cross map ulti would have taken her out and been quite spectacular actually. But unfortunately it didn't, and now obviously I'm an ult down in mid lane with Master Yi and a tower, so it's one of those things where you get a bit stuck. So again, I had to stop the voiceover recording, and now essentially, if you've not followed me too long, or if you've just started following me for the Legends videos that I've been posting up recently, you probably not know this, but obviously the Call of Duty fans that I have that do watch a couple of my other videos or know me personally will know that I do, or I am lucky enough to be blessed with a 3-year-old little girl, and unfortunately just there she woke up, so I did have to go and attend to my little girl, obviously put her back to bed, give her a bit of a story and a bit of juice to obviously ease her into her sleep. Now literally my life revolves around my little girl. Nothing comes before not even a voiceover for a game obviously, but when it comes down to things like that, it is something where I do treasure her. She is essentially the best thing that's happened to me. Not to get too personal, not to get into a massive life story or anything. I do quite a lot of the things that I do in life due to her, in terms of obviously YouTube. I know I don't have a massive following or anything like that, but it is obviously due to the branding and the adverts you see on it. So again, the ulti volley combo works really well against all champions. Yeah, due to obviously having Hannah, my little girl's called Hannah of course, I do things like YouTube just for that little bit of extra income, so she can have a bit more of an easier life. I mean, the job that I have does pay quite well, and I do have people in my life that help me out a lot, should and if I ever need any financial support and help. But you know, that little bit extra, it does obviously help. But even more so, I mean, these videos, they're on the internet now, they're going to be up there forever. It's some things where Hannah's going to be able to come back in future life when unfortunately I'm no longer in her life. She can come back and obviously watch these videos, hear my voice, have a bit of a laugh, and just realise how much of a nerd, if you like, her father was. But essentially back to the gameplay here, I did notice that MF was in top lane, and managed to disappear just before I got there, and I think that she went, see, Master Yi just takes me out straight away. Fair enough, this is sped up, but it's not sped up that much. I mean, it's sped up by about 50%, so it's double speed. But as I was saying, obviously I did notice that MF had disappeared from top lane, and unfortunately it looks like she did manage to get into the base before I managed to get around there, and obviously Master Yi came straight up and decided to take me out. So to this point where I think I say to teammates, obviously, let's get this finished, let's get this done. Because it gets to a point in the game where it's not stagnant, but there's no real pushes being made, and obviously it's that crucial push that needs to be made to win the game, which is essentially what I think they're doing right now, because they're all mid, there's a ton of minions mid as well. We need to clear up mid, zoom down mid, and obviously, or even top, even bottom at this point, all 3 lanes are clear all the way to base. So we need to obviously go down those and just essentially get the Nexus and the game. Now there is 4 of us alive here, so I'm not sure why we don't just all push mid. I'm not sure why Twisted Fate goes down bot. Oh no, wait, that's not true. Oh no, yeah, I'm not sure why he goes down bot, but each their own. And obviously they're all about us. They're all alive, all 5 of their team. Well, now 4 of them, because obviously you just took out that champ there. with the obviously the famous, well, or in this scenario, the famous ulti volley Q combo that we have. Again, bit of a shame that I missed out on that kill, but I did get an assist, and obviously because it's a team game, it's better to get an assist and then rather than not get a kill at all. And obviously I did take a bit of a zap off the tower there in trade off of a kill, but it was definitely worth it. And again, as you can see there, Master Yi takes out 2 of us from full health, just with no problem whatsoever. So it's from that, and this is where I'm looking at obviously like his skills, not skills, but his level, his build, his KD, things like this, because it's getting ridiculously out of hand at this point. Also, I think I've pretty much bought everything or built everything that I can do at this point. I mean, I do sell this and obviously get the bloodthirst, I think it's called, to obviously give me a bit more of a health regen from the kills. So I believe that's what Master Yi was using, and obviously it's going to help, especially considering that I can take out the majority of their team bar Master Yi essentially as long as I've got enough mana and in all 4 of my abilities are available to me. So it would be good to obviously reap some health back from that, especially if I am facing down Master Yi, which I think pretty much the rest of the game, any challenges that I have with Master Yi do end with my death, unfortunately. However, I think again we go for Baron again for some reason instead of continuing the push. However, I do think this was one of the times where I was against it, in terms of we may as well just continue to push and obviously end the game, but they wanted to go for Baron, so unfortunately I had to go around and take Baron out again, which obviously, like I said before, isn't necessarily a bad thing. Obviously taking out Baron, getting the burst from Baron is worth it. It does take a little while, it does take 3 of us to do, and a bit of health, as you can see, top left there is dropping quite quickly, and it is with, I mean, for some reason when Ashe hides behind the corner like that, she doesn't seem to reap too much damage from Baron. I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed this, but you see Master Yi again, she's going to take us out. See, just like that. Now I'm not sure if this is something that happens with all champions, or obviously I'm sure other people have noticed this before as well. Obviously hiding behind the wall, taking out Baron, also with the dragon at the other end of River as well. If you hide behind the wall and shoot or fire your bow, you do seem to be slightly less thingy to receiving damage from them, which, like I said, is a good thing. So at this point it does look like they've got a bit of an advantage here. Obviously 3 of us are dead, but then 3 of them are dead. But now Twisted Fate unfortunately gets taken out, so it's down to 4v2. But we come back in, managed to get the items that I need now, so essentially my build's done. Level 18 at this point, full mana, I think everything is at its highest. So from now on it does become a bit of a stalemate back and forth. Keeping in mind that at this point there is still a decent amount of work to be done. I mean, fair enough, as you can see in top lane there, we are pretty much in. See, Master Yi is ridiculous, and it takes him out as well. So yeah, so top lane's obviously breached in, straight in, so I think at this point it is where I say, obviously, let's end this, let's go round top. Yep, that's exactly what I'm typing here. Let's go round top, let's get in, let's get this win clamped down. We are ahead of them in that respect. Obviously Master Yi is OP to fuck in this game, especially at this point, but it's something we need to do. We need to get this game finished, we need to get in there, we need to take out the Nexus and all that stuff. So it is essentially 3v3 at this point, not 3v3, sorry, because it's 4v5 now. So when we all spawn in, it'd be a good idea for us all to run down mid or run down top and obviously just get in there. But unfortunately, as you can probably tell, didn't go to my plan, and everyone else had their own ideas of what to do, but I'm pretty sure I just went for it from my way anyway. So from this game, I have learned quite a lot of things. Master Yi is extremely OP. And that rhymes, that's definitely going to be something I'm going to be able to remember in life. So Master Yi is extremely powerful. However, with the correct build and obviously the correct play, Ashe can actually be a really good champion, as I'm sure everyone knows anyway, but obviously everybody needs to find their own grooves, if you like, in this game. Master Yi again, fuck off. I think he takes me out again, if I'm honest with you. I think I stupidly tried to OP him. Oh no, hang on a sec. That's the one time in the entire game that I managed to get better than him, or get the better of him. But yeah, like I was saying, and the better of it. See, so like I can take out the majority of with the build I've got. I can take out the majority of the champions, of their champions, with relative ease, apart from Master Yi. Now, like I was saying before, each and every person has their own groove on how they play the game, how they build the champions up, and how they go from there. I mean, all the people I play with have their own builds, have their own strategy, have their own methods and things. But waste of a party there. But yeah, it's each their own. I think obviously with me still learning, I've not played this game too long, getting into the groove and things. It is this is essentially the way that I'm going to play it from now, which is obviously hopefully not against Master Yi. But I think it pretty much comes to an end at this point. I mean, there is a bit of running around to do, there is the tower to take out. I mean, at this point you can see my AD is stupidly unreal at this point. I mean, get double kill straight off the bat, which is always a good thing for me because it's very rarely I get that. And I do think I get a triple kill in a bit as well. Or unless that was a different match. I think that might be a different match, yeah, because we've pretty much taken out the Nexus now and this game's over. So yeah, so sorry about the three-part sort of commentary. It might not have made sense, might not have linked in quite well, but essentially I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed playing this game. I got an S for playing Ashe, which is always good. And I'll catch you guys next time. Obviously, like, comment, rate, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you later.